Okay, so we're into week one of the 2024 Tour de France, and silly season for new tech has started. I think it's Continental have just released a new tyre. It's been seen at the Tour. It's apparently an aero tyre, and one of these tyres is £120. £120 for a bicycle tyre. The last time I put two tyres on the front of my van, I think it cost me about that for two front tyres for my van. And I know what you're going to say. There's research and development and things that go into these tyres. But again, nobody needs it. It's tech that nobody needs. It always happens every year at the Tour. You see the new frame that's 3% more compliant than last year's frame. You know, various other new bits of clever carbon tech and electric tech and things that we don't need. And this time it's this £120 tyre. Oh, by the way, the tyre was made in conjunction with the rim manufacturer DT Swiss. So to get 100% of the effect of this tyre, you need to buy the DT Swiss wheels as well, which no doubt cost an absolute screaming fortune. And again, it's just, don't fall for it. It's just tech that nobody needs. The only people benefiting from an aero front tyre, which saves you 3 watts an hour or whatever it is a pro rider. And the only reason the pro riders benefited is because they've covered every other base. Their weight is optimal, their nutrition is optimal, their bike fitting is optimal. They're athletes, so they're looking everywhere they can to find that extra 1% gain. But to your average 50-year-old bloke, you know, even if you're on a £7,000 blooming road bike or something, you're not gonna benefit from this £120 aero front tyre. Have a look. It's in all the magazines, and it's on all the online you know, kit review places are doing reviews on this tyre, and saying how fantastic it is, and making all the statements about the aero efficiency and you know, the watts you saving over an hour and all the other advantages of this tyre. But it's just, to the average rider, it's just meaningless. It's just not something anybody needs. And it's another one of those barriers where people think, oh, I can't get into road cycling. The tyres are 120 quid each. It's just daft. It's not needed. You know, you can get an amazing road tyre for 40 quid these days. And even that, some would argue, is expensive for what they are. But yeah, all this stuff you're going to see at the Tour thrown at you now over the next 3 weeks. Just remember, they're looking for gains because the rider is already absolutely optimized. Like I said, their weight, their nutrition, their bike fit, the mattress they sleep on at night, the number of hours a night they sleep, probably the position they sleep in. Once you've optimized all those things about yourself and you've done all the training that a professional rider has done, that's when you see the benefits of these minute gains. And they're only looking for it because there's nowhere else to find gains. You can find the same gain in, you know, tiny little things like your diet, your weight, bits and pieces like that. You could get so much more from riding your bike more and working on yourself than spending a fortune on these just ridiculous upgrades that absolutely nobody needs.